grab it.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're still alive over here. I know we've missed a couple of these community updates recently, and Skip's been doing a couple on his own. And
I think I did one last week, didn't I? I don't know. Maybe not. It has been crazy.
Right? I was in bad cell phone range. You usually get alerted when it's the one going live. So
yeah.
I try to keep up remotely, make fun of people from afar. You know, I've been looking at the events. So I know a lot of you watch these as they're being as they're recorded. You watch them after hours or on the toilet or whenever you watch these. But the the events calendar I'm noticing is starting to need to be shifted. So the 2026 events, I think we're going to update that to be more like aware of modern things like AI and how to tackle customers. And we're going to keep the same format of the events calendar. So we have the events calendar, and it's every week. You can go online. You can see what we're going to talk about next week, and we're pretty good at following that. But this year, we've just kind of had to ad lib a few because of just changes in the technology landscape, and that's okay. That's okay because we've been running this events calendar week in, week out for 5 years now.
Yep.
And we have hundreds of you watch this afterwards, and it's always weird because in the beginning this used to be all done via Zoom, and when we all sat in a room and we chatted this through, and now it's live stream and people watch it on LinkedIn afterwards. And so we're still using the same calendar we used from like 3-4 years ago. I think it was the last time I really did a deep dive revamp of this. So hopefully in January this year. So about
let me jump in on
month and a half away. No, 2.5 months away.
Yeah,
I'll launch the new calendar. So
2.5 months, but just a matter of weeks in business time. But I really, really love our events calendar, and it's this plan. And if you guys go out online, all right, humanizeit.biz/events. All right, it's right there. You can download it. I think it comes down in a Word document. All right, and it is really just that simple. And it has been such a valuable guiding plan in an interaction that we do consistently, not week over week, month over month, but year over year. We've been able to execute on this simple plan. And I would challenge you to look at your own business and identify things that are executing reliably, consistently, pretty close to your plan. All right. Two elements in there. One, is that what you want? All right. Are the things that are happening consistently and regularly, are they happening according to your plan? And two, if you don't have those things happening regularly, is it because you don't have a plan? All right. And I know, it's going to fall back and forth, in a variety of different ways, but this has been not only a benefit for us, but I think just a great example of how a simple plan executed with, our goals, but still flexible enough to respond to changing events, scheduling, responses to what's going on in the marketplace. A simple plan gets you way, way further than a complicated plan. Right? A complicated plan may be great, but the chances of you executing on that are so much less than a simple plan. So simple planning.
Yeah, I think what you really need to look through here, and what Skip's saying is some plan is better than no plan.
Yeah, that would have been much better.
I think the phrase is, if you aim at the stars and you hit the moon, you won't regret it.
Yep.
If you aim at nothing, you will always hit it.
Yep.
Like there's all these little sayings and colloquialisms that we just kind of get in our day. So what we want to talk about this week, it's all about strategy. How do you strategically plan your business? So you are stuck as an MSP. You are sitting there doing the same thing day in, day out. You're not growing. You're not dying. You're just kind of sticking there. How do you get unstuck? And that's where strategy lives. So your clients are thinking the same thing. I want to sell more hot dogs. I want to have more patients. I want to have whatever it is that, more as an attorney wants to see more clients, and they want more car wrecks. I don't know. They have goals, and they have to think strategically how to get there. And IT gets them there. Like, it could be that there's an AI solution that's going to help them in their business. It could be that they need a faster computer. It could be something as simple as they need a better time tracking system. But that is what we're looking for strategy. So with your MSP, if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results. So stop and think, where should I go? What should this look like? And kind of help you guys out. I know I've been talking about this a little bit, but I'm so like in love with it that I want to share it here. I put it in the emails. I put it here. I put it online. Where's my tab over here? Aha. All right. Here's my meeting maker. This is a great tool. This is meetingmaker.humanizeit.biz. You can actually come over here and put a link, and you can analyze that link. You can upload a PDF, a Word document, whatever you want, and it's going to show you and break down any project recommendations, anything that you should be working on and discussing in your meeting. This is called the analyzer. And the beauty of this is that a lot of you don't know how to run strategic meetings. You know how to run operational meetings. You know how to talk about how many tickets you closed. You know how to talk about how you fix this computer, or the mouse that you got, or your favorite widget, tool, firewall. You know how to talk about this stuff. You're really good at it. You're terrible at seeing the big picture when it comes from business strategy.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to show you is that, look, this thing pulled out projects and recommendations from this particular persona link. So I can add that to the agenda. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on issues. I'm going to add it there. I'm going to go ahead and add this file and sync solution. We need to talk about that, about what we're going to do about getting things out to the cloud. And it's got a bunch of other recommendations here. Now, you don't have to start with the analyzer. This is just to make things easy if you're using Humanize, or you already have like a Word document where you're tracking all the projects. And so what we can do is we can come over here to view meeting agenda. And now I've got a meeting set up. This is a 65-minute meeting. I can move things around. I can adjust the times if I want. So this is at 5 minutes. I can edit this and I can make it less or more, I can make notes. I can add discussion items in here. And you can see I've already got my discussion points from my analyzer import.
Yep. That's really handy.
That's handy, right? And then once you're ready to go, you can go ahead and click Start Meeting. And it's going to take you to the meeting view, and you're going to be able to click Start Meeting here, and it's going to start timing how long you spend on each section. And when you get done with the section, it's going to give you a little progress bar.
Yep.
And look, we're moving right through this meeting, right? Ooh, that's supposed to float with us. I wonder why it's not floating.
Yeah, we were commenting on that last week. So,
oh, I know why. Because this is the new meeting view, and the new meeting view doesn't have the floating.
There we go.
Yep.
More iterations.
I can fix that. So this is all being done in an AI tool called Replit.
Yep.
So I can fix things pretty quickly. But you come down, and this is looking pretty good. And I've got this nice meeting going. And oh yeah, close. And then what should happen is this should be next to it. So I hit end meeting. Yeah, see there it floats here. So
yeah,
that just needs to be moved over to the new meeting. Anyways, and when you end your meeting, it's going to allow you to download a PDF. All your notes, everything you need, everything's ready to go. And you can take those notes and you can use them. Now, one of the other cool things we did is we created a saved meeting. So we can publish this meeting to a community and other people can use it. They can download and grab your favorite meetings from over here. And you can grab ones from the community. So here's mine. I made a QBR template for you all. This is thinking strategically. These meetings are meant and designed to force you to think through what's going on this quarter, what's going on next quarter, how to think strategically with your clients. And you should just be able to import things into these meetings and run them. It's very simple, and it's designed to be simple.
Well, and there's a really, and so two thoughts here. All right. Adam is putting that out there as a free resource for everyone. If you're hearing this, watching this video, listen to that. That's a free meeting tool. Free. Just go out there and click on that. We're not scamming you. There's not a bunch of clickbait in there. You're not getting a bunch of ads. I mean, this is just a free tool that we put out there. All right. Yeah. Eventually, are we going to, open up opportunities so that we can make some money off of that? Absolutely. We're in business to make money. All right. But we're really focusing on the value. And these sort of conversations with your clients need to be structured in the same way. If you are going into every client engagement trying to think, okay, how am I going to sell them something? How am I going to, upgrade something so that I can make money? Yes, that's why you're in business too. But you're getting things a little out of order. And if you go in to provide value to your clients, all right, that is going to be a longer and more profitable position for your organization. You're going to build trust. You're not going to have to protect your margins as hard. You're building resistance to competitors. There's just so many reasons that going in with a true bit of, selfless value proposition to your clients is going to help you out. So take this tool right here. So it's my example, and also it's a use case, and set down with the clients. We're in absolutely prime time on the calendar. You kind of have your choice, with October being the cyber sort of thing that it is. Yep. Sit down and have a cyber conversation with them. All right. Or, as we're, been hammering on quite a bit here of late, have a year-end review, or maybe you're looking really forward and you're actually doing a 2026 kickoff, strategy session for next year. However you want to do that, have those meetings, but make it obvious to your clients. Make it obvious and clear to you and your team that the purpose of that meeting isn't necessarily to sell something, to make a dollar right then. Set yourself up for a future payday, which will be much, much better than what you can get out of just grinding through sales and little bitty transactions at a time. Yeah.
It's all about getting that relationship built and helping your client grow. Mm-hmm. And then that will help your MSP grow, because you've got to start thinking differently. So a lot of you are still thinking in terms of asset management on your MSPs. You're still thinking in terms of, how do I manage assets? And that is so old.
Yeah.
That is how we originated in the 2000s. But it's been 25 years, people. We are cloud-based. We're service-based. More about how technology interoperates now. And then we have a whole world of AI. And you'd be like, well, that AI is a blah, blah, blah. Whatever your thoughts on AI, it's here.
Yeah.
I just built that meeting maker with AI.
Yep.
I can use that to help my business. Other small businesses want to know how I can use AI. And you're gonna be like, well, we don't do that. I've heard that from several of you.
Yes.
We don't do AI.
Yep. Bad move.
You know what? Cool. You didn't do cloud either when it first came out, I'm guessing.
That's right.
I'm guessing you didn't do virtualization platforms.
Yeah.
As a lot of you say, oh, well, the best server is the in-house server. On-prem is best. And I'm like, you gotta start thinking in terms of what's best for the customer. Yeah. And a lot of you are just stuck with one mentality, and that's why your MSP is stuck. That's why people aren't listening to you, because you're not running meetings that matter. You're just running and talking about receipts. You're just selling to them. And all you are is an asset manager. That's all you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's important. Asset management is important.
Yeah.
But in IT, with technology strategy, there's so much to it. Why shouldn't they use AI in their business? Why should they use AI in their business?
Mm-hmm.
What are the AI tools they should be doing? You should be doing workshops on this.
Yes.
How to keep secure, how to keep data from leaking out, how to keep shadow IT away from your organization. Because I guarantee you, just like Google did and Deja did back in turn of the century, AI is going to start, people are going to start turning to AI to create solutions, and then you're going to have to deal with the mess.
Yes. Yes. And sometimes cleaning those up is not only painful, many times it's just not that profitable.
Shadow IT is going to go through the roof here, people.
Yep. And now, so again, in my role, I get to talk with a lot of MSPs, all different sizes, dimensions, as far as how they work. And I think a lot of what we say sounds really good, and in some cases is more applicable to larger MSPs that have larger customers. But there are a lot of smaller MSPs out there. And sometimes I get a little feedback that some of these ideas and this concept is like, well, yeah, I just got this really small customer. They just need this or they just need that. And so you're looking at those with a very realistic, objective. If you've got a small organization that only has 5 employees, okay, they're not going to have an IT budget of $250,000 probably, right? So there's just not a huge slice to take out of that. But again, growing your customers is a really, really good business path to get down. So if you launch an AI workshop and you help a small business that currently has 5 employees, and your goal is to really help them really fundamentally grow and be better, not just save money. So that, AI plan could reduce their headcount from 5 to 3, right? That'd be a cost savings. But what if you could take that employee count of 5 and stick with it, apply AI, and give it a 10x multiplier?
Yep.
So now you have a company equivalent to 50 employees doing all of this great stuff. The company's making a lot more money, and the slice of that pie is a lot larger. So broad way to say that there is a lot of opportunity in your clients to grow with them. Yes, you might not have a lot of opportunity now, but with that value focused conversation, if they grow, then you get to grow with them. And that is an important element. Grow with your clients.
Yeah. And you want to start now. Like, you may not be, you understand how much more there is to know.
Yeah.
And so you're like, I don't know enough to teach people about AI. I guarantee you do. And we've talked about this before. If you listen to our podcast, your clients are still thinking ChatGPT is just, that's all AI is.
Yeah.
It's ChatGPT. They think it's just Copilot.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see other tools. They didn't even see how to use Copilot effectively, like to build documents. I don't know how to use Copilot to build documents. If I'm going to give somebody an example, I'm going to give an example via Claude. And I love Claude. Don't get me wrong. It's great. And I love ChatGPT. It's cute. But Perplexity is king, people, in my world.
There we go.
And you'll see me use Perplexity all the time. I mean, I'm using it like daily to research, to try to find solutions. Like, hey, how do I do this in coding? How do I? And I'm using it as a conversationalist. It's my research assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And you should be teaching your clients this. And this is how you get unstuck, because we're thinking about the next thing. We're thinking about what can help my clients, what can help MSPs. I built that meeting maker tool to teach myself how to do AI and see if it's relevant to our business model. I just need to know. If it turns out that this is just a gimmick, like so many things have been in the past, I'll eventually lose interest and it'll fade away. Or I'll cease and start connecting dots and think, oh my gosh, this could really benefit MSPs. but we need to turn it in this direction. Oh my gosh, this is, going to have some problems with LLM jacking, or I remember the code red days. I don't want to go back to them. I don't want to go back to SQL injection. And I think, but I've got to be prepared for it so that when it happens, people look to Adam and say, you know what? Adam was one telling me about all this AI stuff back in 2025. Let me walk to him and say, hey, I need help, or I need guidance here. And now you become the go-to MSP for AI. Hold AI workshops. For the love, people.
Yes.
Have lunch and learns right now at your local sandwich shop and just talk about AI. That's it. And everybody's going to see all your branded material up there. And then you may hate AI, but it's the hot topic right now.
So a lunch and learn has been one of our long-standing activities on our sample CES playbooks. Your strategic engagement plan with your clients, and I put those out there because I think they're so valuable. I got long little conversation about that, but I get the answer I get so often is what topic? What do we put on a lunch and learn? Here we go. All right, there is not a better lunch and learn topic right now than AI. Or you want to serve dessert with your lunch? Talk about AI and security right now. Okay, you created the perfect meal. So yes, and if so, Adam's been doing a lot of really cool things. All right, I think his programming background helped him get a little bit further quicker than my much less programming background. But there's things that I've been doing as well, and some really cool tools that I made. Mine are internal. All right, I'm solving my own problems. All right, and doing things that way. But even if we stopped right now, LLMs were shut down completely. What we have learned in doing this process is still valuable. All right. Yep. The way that just today, the way I was getting some information out of our internal data sets made me realize that we have kind of a disparity. We have a disconnect over here. And going forward, I can either fix that, or I know exactly how to mitigate it and how to manage around it. And I learned that by working with an AI model and kind of deep diving on some stuff. Yep. So I don't really see that there is unless you're forking over a lot of money up front, I don't really see any way that jumping out with AI, especially with your clients, can not be a profitable exercise. Yeah. So, to hit in on our topic, get your MSP unstuck. If you're feeling stuck, this is an exciting and actually, I think, very low cost activity that you can do to transition and shake things up so that not only are you seeing your clients differently, but they're seeing you differently. Yes. And sometimes that is a very sticky factor in keeping you stuck, is the way your clients perceive you. Yes. So you've got a two-folded opportunity to break that stuckiness. Is that a word? From both sides.
And this is for you small MSPs out there, especially who are super agile, right?
Yes.
The large MSPs,
this is your competitive advantage. Fast.
You, however, can do this. You can host a $300 lunch and learn where you're buying or having a buffet or a taco bar, or just going to your local business networking group and talking about this stuff. Mm-hmm. And people will flock to you, and then your name gets known. Heck, you don't want to do a networking group or a lunch and learn? Start posting videos of you just holding your phone up and talking about AI and what you accomplished with AI, or why you hate AI. It doesn't matter. Just be talking about it. Facilitate the conversations. There are technologies that come out that I think are absolutely useless, but because people love them, I will talk about them. I never use TikTok, but I know that it's a huge market. So here I am. I will talk about TikTok. I have my thoughts on it. I have my security concerns on it. I have my marketing concerns on it. But I will have the open conversation because I know it's a part of the world that we live in. It is technology. It is something we have to be concerned about. It's not just laptops and phones, people. It is the entire breadth of this Internet of Things And now we've got an internet of services that we're trying to deal with, and you need to navigate that. And that's how you move forward with strategy. You think bigger picture. Use the meeting maker. Start talking to your clients about, what are you doing this quarter? What are you doing next quarter? What are the major items? How can we use these major items to make your business better? And do those meetings with your internal teams. Have those regularly. That's how you get ahead. That's how you get unstuck. Stop doing the same things. Stop just focusing on the 2-level operational tickets. How many pieces can we fix? How many dollars are coming in? Start thinking up here. What should we be talking about? What's going to help us? Why are we doing this? And make it simple.
Yes.
Don't make it complex.
Yes, it doesn't need to be complex.
Go back to what Skip was saying. Make it simple. Next year, we're going to do what? Hey, we're going to host lunch and learns. No, or we're going to do 5 of them. 4 of them, 1 a quarter.
Yeah, something simple.
Get them scheduled out right now. Or we're going to do a live event. We're going to go to each one of our clients and offer to do a workshop with them on AI. Make some simple steps forward. That's how you win.
That's it.
All right, everyone. It is October. Skip, you got anything more updates for people?
Well, just a little bit of me too. So I've had fun with the tools as well. So if you have meetings online, I know a lot of people do that, and you use fathom.io, last week they finally opened up their APIs on that. And I am of the opinion there is a gold mine in your previous conversations. And if you would like to get access to that, Fathom has finally opened that up. I have the code built, so if you want it, I'm happy to share. Reach out to me. I think open up some really interesting opportunities. My biggest challenge now is to organize the data, because while yes, it is a gold mine, it is currently buried under a mountain. So I've got to figure out how to sort the mountain. But it's really a valuable tool, and this is the kind of stuff that's really fun to do. So just like Adam's been doing with this, I'd be happy to help out anybody else with this process too.
Yeah. All right. I'm all in on AI right now. I have a lot of concerns. You guys can see in my open letter on the Humanize IT website about my concerns about security, but I've been impressed. I was up till 2 a.m. last night building some cool stuff that I'm excited to share with the community once I know it is solid and I know it's secure. All right. Thanks for Skip coming on, and we'll see you all next week.
See you.